And so it all worked out well. Is that right?
Yeah, it worked out amazingly. I mean, he designed everything from business cards to gift certificates to this little banner I have behind me. You can even see that it just shows, like it even says why choose a ceramic coating. Just, great stuff. I won't get into it, but I can show you a little bit about it. He designed me my own patterns that I could use if I wanted to use them in Canva. He's got the gift certificates, new business cards, and I could go into this all day, but first impression is everything when it comes to a customer. And if they see that you're the authority and that you hold the possession to have such a powerful, colorful, unique brand, the chances of them going with you are just increased. And that's the value I saw in it. But if anybody else is looking to rebrand their business, definitely put away, like, just understand it's going to take probably like half a year. It can take less, it could take more, but you don't realize how much you have to go through and redo. And it was very expensive too. It was just for the logo redesign and some of those things. It was over 2 grand just for the logo. And then you take into account all the apparel you have to order, all the signage, all the time you need to spend on your social media, your websites to change everything. It was 100% worth it. We come off as more professional, and that was the goal with it. And I wanted to make sure my logo didn't look like everybody else's. And that was the most important thing to me, is because, detailers, a lot of their logos look the same, right?
With a car and then their name underneath it?
I know it's kind of contradictory. I have Auto Spa in my name, but I think it's more important to stand out with your logo and your brand more so than the name. I think the name plays a little bit of a role, but the way you show yourself.
And color choice as well, that light purple, and nobody else is using that. So whenever I see it and I see the little polisher, I know exactly, your new
Yeah.
branding. Okay, great, great. So we talked about how you got here, your redesign, some of the challenges you have there in the New York area in the snow. We're talking off camera on that. How do you deal with getting new customers to come to the shop when there's snow outside?
So usually around this time of the year, I start putting money into paid advertisements like Meta and Google. Google doesn't seem to work in my area because there's not a lot of people, and the search volume in the winter seems to go down for Google. So that's why we're shifting focus to Meta. Meta ads work, but at the same time, you're spending a little more money just to stay afloat, and that could be annoying. One of the things that could also help is just by making more organic content, keeping people informed, maybe explaining why winter is a good time to get your car protected. Do things like that. Post more, post frequently, because your business momentum is going to go with your momentum, if that makes sense. Once you
Does.
start losing motivation, you can kind of see it bleed into your business. And I'm kind of projecting a little because lately I haven't had a lot of motivation due to the weather, but it's picking back up.